In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make a gravity block duper. With this, you can duplicate gravel, sand, concrete powder, and even anvils. This farm produces 72,000 items per hour, and is fully automatic. It's one of the best farms you can ever build in Minecraft. Also, this farm is designed by Scorpio. Now here's what you're going to need for this build. You're going to be needing 90 glass, 70 blocks of your choice, 60 chests, 36 slime blocks, 31 hoppers, 24 sand, 21 observers, 20 obsidian, 13 sticky pistons, 12 leaves, 10 redstone, 8 scaffolding, 8 repeaters, 8 honey blocks, 6 signs, 6 redstone torches, 5 iron trapdoors, 4 red mushrooms, 3 note blocks, 3 pistons, 3 minecarts, 2 packed ice, 2 netherrack, 2 levers, 2 water buckets, 1 rail, 1 detector rail, 1 hopper minecart, 1 dropper, 1 redstone lamp, 1 flint and steel, 64 bone meal, 64 temporary blocks, 4 ladders, and 16 ender pearls. First off, we're going to start by removing all the blocks around the portal. Now once you've done that, we're going to come under the end portal, and we're going to go 1 block away. So you're going to break this block, then you're going to place a piece of dirt here, and then a mushroom on top of it, and then you're going to grow it. Now what happens when you do this is you actually break the end portal frame. Now you're going to repeat this on all sides. Next, what we have to do is expand the portal room by 2. So we're going to break all these walls and we're going to push it 2 back. So we're going to go like this, and we're just going to do that all around the portal. Then once we've done that, we want to move the floor down by 2. Now that we've done that, we can move on to building. You're first off going to start by placing a redstone lamp right under this side of the end portal, right in the middle, just like that. Next, what you're going to do is place a note block diagonally left from this redstone lamp, so place it right there. Then you're going to place a lever on top of this redstone lamp, a redstone torch right here, and a button on top of the note block. Then what you're going to do is you're going to place a dropper facing into the note block like this, and then you're going to place 2 observers right here, and then 2 more observers right here and here. Now, we're going to place an observer facing into this observer, and then another observer facing into this observer. Now we're going to take our sticky pistons and place it right here, right next to the redstone torch. Now we can place a sticky piston right here, diagonally left of this sticky piston, and then an iron trapdoor behind this observer here. Then we want to place a sticky piston behind this iron trapdoor like this, and then an observer facing into it, with 2 of our blocks behind it with redstone dust on top. Now we need to place a piston like this with an observer facing it right there. Now we're going to add a block like this and then a note block here with a sticky piston next to it. Then we're going to add 2 observers facing into this note block with a block at the end of it and a piston facing like this off of this block. Then you can place an observer facing the piston again like that, and then a building block with a note block behind it. Then we're going to place 2 observers going into a block, and then a sticky piston next to this note block. And then you're going to place a piston right next to this block here. Next, we're going to place 3 slime blocks on every single sticky piston horizontally, just like this, and just like this. And then you can just repeat this the whole way around for every single sticky piston you have. Next, what you're going to want to do is add an observer facing down, and then 2 building blocks. Then what you're going to want to do is place a redstone torch here, and a piece of redstone like this, and then a repeater set to 2 ticks, just like that. And then you're going to place a sticky piston on top of this iron trapdoor. Next, what you're going to do is add a building block like this, and then an iron trapdoor here, and then place 2 scaffolding like that, and an observer facing downwards. Now you're going to place 2 blocks like this, and then another block on top of this observer here. And then with the help of temporary blocks, you're going to place a sticky piston like this. Now you can break these temporary blocks. Now what you're going to do is place a piece of redstone dust here and a repeater set to 2 ticks, like that. Now what you're going to do is you're going to place 4 slime blocks, just like this, over those 3 slime blocks, and then 3 leaves right here. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to place a temporary block here, and then an observer facing downwards. Then you can break that. Now you're going to place blocks like this, with a redstone torch right here. Then you can place a piece of redstone here, and a repeater set to 2 ticks, and then place a sticky piston right here. Now you're going to add a building block here with an iron trapdoor next to it, and then place 2 scaffolding, and then place a observer facing downwards right here, and a building block here. Then you're going to place a building block here and here, Then a redstone repeater set to 2 ticks here and a piece of redstone there. Then you're going to place 2 temporary blocks like this, so you can place a piston like that. Now you can break all your temporary blocks. Then you're going to place 4 slime blocks again with 3 leaves on top of it. Now you're going to come over here, place an observer facing down like that, and then place 2 temporary blocks here, a redstone torch there, a redstone repeater here set to 2 ticks, and a redstone dust here. Then we can place a sticky piston here, and now we're going to place a block here, an iron trapdoor here, and 2 scaffolding on top with an observer facing down, and then a block here, and a block on top of the observer. Now using temporary blocks, we're going to place a sticky piston like this, and we're going to set a redstone repeater to 2 ticks and a piece of redstone there. Now we're going to build out 4 slime blocks like this, and then place 3 leaves on top. Next, we're going to place an observer facing downwards here, and you can break this temporary block. Then we're going to take 2 building blocks and place them there, place a redstone torch here, then you're going to set a repeater to 2 ticks here, and a piece of redstone dust there, and then we can place our sticky piston right here. Now we're going to place a building block on top of this observer with an iron trapdoor like this, 2 scaffolding, and an observer facing downwards. Now you're going to build 2 blocks like this, and then place a block on top of this observer, and using temporary blocks, we're going to place a sticky piston like this. Now we can break those temporary blocks, and we're going to place a repeater set to 2 ticks here, and now we're going to place 4 slime blocks like this with 3 leaves on top again. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to come into the middle here, and we're going to place 3 pieces of glass in front of all these slime blocks. Then we're going to place 4 slime blocks like this, 4 honey blocks like this, 4 slime blocks like this, and then 4 honey blocks like that. Now we're going to get out of the middle of our machine, and we're going to climb up top, and now we're going to place more glass on top of these slime blocks here, and honey blocks, just right in front of the other glass blocks. Just like that. Now let's see if our farm runs correctly really quickly. We're going to quickly turn on the lever, and if it looks like this, everything is running correctly. Next, what we're going to have to do is make a chunk loader. So we're going to remove these 4 blocks like this, make sure this area is flat, and we're going to make another portal frame. So we're just going to place obsidian just like this and make another portal frame. Then we're going to remove the blocks from behind the portal, and we're going to place netherrack right here and light them on fire, and then we're going to place glass on top of each. Now we're going to look at our nether portal frame, and we're going to press F3, and we're going to look at 3 things: the targeted block, X and Z, and facing direction. So we're facing north, and our targeted block is 914, 1494. Make sure you write those down in chat or just somewhere, anywhere, just so you remember them. Now we can light the portal and go through to the nether. Now what we need to do is we need to take our coordinates and divide them by 8. So for me, my new coordinates are 114, 186 north. So we're going to look at the right side of the portal again. So as you can see, my coordinates do not align, so I'm going to have to break this portal and find the right coordinates. Now I did get a pretty unfortunate spot, so let me clear this out really quickly. So now that I have this area more cleared out, we're going to find my correct coordinates again, which was right here. This is the block I need to stand on. And so what we're going to do is we're going to place a temporary block here, and then we're going to build a portal on top of it. So I actually need to clear out a little bit more room. So we just want to build simple nether portal right on top of this. There we go, just like that. Next, what we want to do is place a dispenser right like this, then a hopper underneath the portal right like that. Next, we're going to place a redstone torch here with a building block on top of it. And then we're going to come up here and we're going to place a normal rail like this and then a detector rail here, and then we can break this normal rail now, and then we're going to place a minecart with a hopper in it like that, and then we want to push it into the obsidian just like that. That's perfect. Then we want to place a piece of glass on top of this rail and then add all 3 of our minecarts into this dispenser. Then you can place a lever here and a building block here and light up our portal and go back. Next, what we have to do is set our spawn point in the stronghold just so we don't go super far away. Now we can go to the end. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to place temporary blocks just like this with a building block on top, and we're going to do that for all 4 sides. Now we can break all those temporary blocks. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to place water right into the middle of the platform, and then we're going to come down into this water stream here, and we're going to place 1, 2, 3 temporary blocks and then a building block. Now we can break the temporary blocks, and we're going to build our building blocks right into the middle of all these water streams, except for this one over there, just these 3 here. Now we can go back up and remove the water. Now what we're going to do is we're going to come back down here, and we're going to place a building block, a piece of packed ice, and then another building block. Now we can place a temporary block here, and then 10 double chests. Make sure you leave a gap after 5 chests. And now what we can do is we can place hoppers into the back of all of these chests, and we can place a piece of packed ice in the gap. Now what we can do is place a piece of water into the edge of these chests like this, and then we can slide down into the water stream and place 3 temporary blocks like this, and then 2 like this, making an L shape. Now we can pick up the water, then place 2 building blocks, and then build out to the end of the chest. There we go, just like that. Now we can add 2 more rows of chests like this. There we go. Now that we've done that, we can break these blocks here and place some more temporary blocks like this. And now we want to place hoppers behind all of these chests. Make sure you do this on both sides. Now we can break all these temporary blocks. Now what we're going to go ahead and do is make a glass border around all of these building blocks and hoppers. There we go. Now what we want to do is add signs on top of the packed ice, just like this. And next we're going to make an infinite water source, and we're going to add water here, 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 and lastly here. Now we're going to add 4 signs into our water sources, just like this. And we're going to place 4 glass blocks around each sign. There we go. Now we're going to break our infinite water source, and we're going to place a temporary block here and a glass block there. And there we go. Our duper is done. So now let me show you guys how to actually run this farm. So first you're going to want to go to the nether, and you're going to flick the lever twice. And if minecarts start appearing and reappearing, then there we go. You know that is working. Make sure you always turn this on when you're running the farm, or else your game will like lag severely and it'll be really bad. So that's going to load the chunk and allow us to go to the end while this is turned on. Now what we can do is add whatever falling blocks we want. So I'm just going to use sand for this example. We're going to place it on top of the glass, just like this. And now we come down to our lever, click it on, and as you can see, it is throwing sand into our end portal, and when we go through, it is duplicating our sand, and we should start having a bunch. Yes, such a good farm. It works so efficiently. This will produce you 72,000 blocks per hour, which is insane. So if you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments if there's any tutorials you want to see, or just really what else you want to see. Anyways, I hope you're having a great day, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.